Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be visiting Santander in the north of Spain. So where's Santander? Well, it's in the province of Cantabria, west of Bilbao in the Basque Country, east of Gijón in Asturias, and Galicia in the west. It's on a peninsula. It kind of reminds me a little bit of San Francisco that way. It can be reached from a few dozen airports around Europe, but not directly from the US or Canada. There are also several ferries that come to Santander, run by Brittany Ferries out of Portsmouth and Plymouth, and there's also one that arrives from Ireland. Now, top sites in Santander, Sardinero Beach. It's on the eastern part of the city, and it's about a mile long. It has a lovely promenade, and there are plenty of restaurants and shops along the way, some hotels, and even a casino. Hey, if you're liking the content that I'm making around travel and cycling, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, the water in Santander is chilly, only about 66 right now, and not really going above 72 in the summer. But we see people swimming even now in cold weather. It's reachable pretty easily from anywhere downtown by a number of the buses that come up here. We spent several hours walking up and down the promenade and then turned into one of the nice restaurants here, the Restaurante El Parque de Trueba. Excellent fish. Cantabria and Santander are absolutely famous for it. Moving along, we went into one of the big markets in Santander. There are several. This is the Mercado de la Esperanza. And it's a classic old building. I think it's probably about 125 years old. And it's located only about 5 minutes by foot from the cathedral. And when you go in, it is exactly what an old school farmer's market type thing should be. It is just loaded with all of the products from up here, and you know, the meats, the seafood, the shellfish is incredible. Those are barnacles you saw there. The cheeses are incredible, and they particularly like blue cheese up here. They have something called cabrales that is very popular. So many different types of fish. Besugo is my favorite, and I was never a big fish eater, but the besugo, it's a sea bream in English, and it's absolutely fantastic when they broil it and then use a garlic, olive oil, and vinegar sauce with a little bit of parsley added in. So just an incredible selection. Of course, all the hams, the bellota, the acorn-fed black pigs that are such a delicious ham that they make. And because of the climate up here, everything grows well, and the fruits and vegetables are absolutely delicious as well. Moving on, it's really important to call out the escalators in Santander. Yes, public escalators like I'm on here going up the hills. And like we said earlier, it's like San Francisco. There are 13 different groups of escalators in strategic positions around the city. Now, Spain has an older population with the average life expectancy somewhere around 87 for women now and 84 for men. And this really helps people in this hilly thing. Now, it's got to be tough to maintain them given the amount of rain that they have, but it never gets really cold in the winter either, so I don't think they have any concerns about frost or ice or such things. But yeah, there are the kind of moving walkway types like these and those traditional escalators like we saw, and they're just a real joy when you're carrying a bunch of heavy groceries around. Moving on to cliff hiking. The area around Santander is known for its cliffs, and there's one right at the end of the Sardinero Beach called the Cabo Manor, and this hiking trail has some secret beaches and excellent cliffs, some parks and rose gardens that you just wouldn't know about unless you took the stroll up here. Again, the buses take you right to Sardinero Beach, and then it's just a few steps from the end of the beach, as you can see looking back here. And this trail winds its way for, I guess, close to a mile out to the Cabo Manor, and that's just an impressive sight with the water churning. You can see up to the lighthouse and the cliffs to the north there. Absolutely worth the walk. The Mercado del Este. Now, this is a different kind of market. It is not like the Mercado de la Esperanza. This is more of a gastropub kind of a scene. It's basically small shops and restaurants, and we caught it in the afternoon. These are the pinchos, the northern Spanish version of tapas. Really nice pieces of bread covered with all kinds of goodies. We caught this in the mid-afternoon in between lunch service and dinner service, and with the European Soccer Championships going on, it started to fill up even before we left, and the game with Spain was that night, so this got really hopping by about 9 p.m. and it stayed open until midnight. So you have everything from just common area tables to restaurants with white linen tablecloths. Definitely a top hangout in Santander. So, the Palacio de la Magdalena. This is on a little peninsula, and it was the summer residence of the King of Spain back in the early 1900s, before the Franco regime took over. And it was built out on this peninsula. It offers incredible views of the harbor, the lighthouse island, all the way around to Sardinero Beach and the cliffs over to the northwest here. Just incredible looking palace. So yeah, definitely worth it. It's pretty high up on a hill. There's a little train that takes you up there if you want, a train on wheels, but an easy walk back down to the bus lines. So that pretty much closes out our top things. See our maps for purchase in the description below. We have some cities including Santander in there. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. And once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.